Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And before I get started, people in the comments section say, why are you so stressed out in your videos? I am not stressed out. I am amped up and I'm full of positivity. That's what I actually am. Not stressed out at all. So we're looking at XRP on the 1-day chart, sitting here just above 52.5 cents. It was a green day for XRP, but once again, no real price movement. All over X, every single day, I see people trying to convince people that Ripple's new stablecoin is going to replace XRP, like it's the XRP killer. But David debunks that in 6 seconds. Take a listen.
So the more other assets there are, the more opportunities there are for XRP to bridge between those assets.
So the more assets that there are, there's more opportunity to bridge for XRP to bridge those assets. XRP is going to be bridging Ripple's stablecoin. The whole purpose of that stablecoin is to get Ripple in the doors at the banks, because we are going to have stablecoin regulations before we get crypto regulations. It is not the XRP killer. Ripple CTO reveals how XRP Ledger can get attacked. I'm actually happy that David addressed this, because I keep seeing people, once a network gets hacked, and people in the XRP community say, look, that doesn't happen on the XRP Ledger. Right away, people are saying, oh, the XRP Ledger can get hacked easily. Well, David debunks that as well. During his recent appearance on The Defiant, David Schwartz, CTO at Ripple, has revealed that the only way to attack the XRP Ledger is to disrupt the global ordering of transactions. In such a scenario, the entire network would halt. Schwartz went on to explain how the Proof of Association, POA, the XRP Ledger's unique consensus protocol works, stating that it puts all transactions in order to solve the double spend problem. Whichever transaction comes first is valid. Whichever transaction comes second is invalid, he says. Then he went on to say this. The mastermind behind the XRP Ledger has added that the only plausible attack on the XRP Ledger is to simply stop it. There is nothing you can tell my software that will cause it to make your XRP somebody else's XRP, Schwartz said. He even went on to say this. At the same time, Schwartz believed that there is no incentive to stop the XRP Ledger, since it is hard to imagine how it would be possible to turn this into revenue. The Ripple CTO claims that the XRP Ledger has only faced rather generic attacks so far. No one has ever tried an attack on this level of sophistication. He also addressed in the past that with the rise of quantum computers, that as time goes on, the XRP Ledger will also be quantum resistant as well. It was nice to see David debunk that FUD also, that the XRP Ledger can be easily attacked. It seems like it's going to take a level of sophistication much higher than what people believe. Now, today, Brad Garlinghouse was on Fox Business. It's nice to see Brad on the mainstream media news. And all the talk afterwards was about the ETF bullshit. You know, he said that an XRP ETF is likely in 2025. Let me tell you something. By the time we get to this time next year, you will not care anymore about an XRP ETF. By then, I see utility driving the price of XRP. I think we are that close. And there was a lot better talking points in this interview. Look at what Brad said here.
Exposure. So I think people also forget that it wasn't that long ago before the SEC got involved, that XRP was the second most valuable digital asset. And that was before the SEC kind of anointed ETH. Then they couldn't answer the question as ETH.
Take notice how he said XRP was the second most valuable asset before the SEC anointed ETH. That's where we would be without this Ripple SEC lawsuit. I think XRP would be at much, much higher prices by now. But he also goes on to talk about how great XRP is and how Swift is just outdated garbage. Take a listen.
A security or not, and now they've approved the ETF. They contradict each other. It's very contradict themselves. It's very difficult to follow.
Let's not assume that all our investor audience understand what XRP is. XRP is the token or the coin that Ripple, which is a money transaction site, right, that is charged, right?
Yeah.
You get paid in XRP, but it's become something that people can also buy whether they use the Ripple blockchain, right?
Correct. So XRP is a digital asset, not that dissimilar than Bitcoin or ETH. There's different characteristics of each asset. Bitcoin has really become digital gold and it has thrived because of that. ETH, there's a lot of excitement around the smart contracts capabilities. XRP is extremely fast on a per transaction basis and extremely inexpensive. People talk about gas fees and transaction costs of some other tokens. Ripple uses XRP as part of our technical stack to do cross-border payment flows.
And you charge whoever is moving the money,
Correct.
what, 0.00001 of XRP, which stands around 51 cents or something right now. But here's my question. Right now, the main competitor in that space is SWIFT. That, of course, is the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Transactions. That's the global one that a lot of people use. They charge much more, do they not?
Yeah, they really are the dominant. I mean, Swift has been around for, 50, 60 years. And the frustrating part for all of us as users of Swift is that it really hasn't changed in 50 or 60 years. The architecture of how it works, it means it's slow, it's expensive, and frankly, it's quite error prone. Some studies have shown that about 6% of all Swift attempts to wire a Swift transaction end up in errors that bounce back, and then it takes days to get it back.
What about you guys?
Well, an XRP transaction and a payment flow for us is really real time. It's instant, it's cross-border, and the really powerful thing for a lot of our customers is they don't have to pre-fund accounts because our customers are financial institutions. And the way Swift works is you're pre-funding, you have dormant capital sitting in other banks around the world. Using XRP, using RippleNet, our payments network, you don't have to pre-fund.
When we look at this suddenly coming alive cryptocurrency, at least in the past week or so now we've got Bitcoin back above 7.
Take notice how Brad explained XRP perfectly on the mainstream media news. I think that was better than any ETF news. Not only that, he also talked about how outdated Swift is at the same time. As we move forward, you're going to have a choice. You could still use Swift, which is 2 to 3 days to wait for a transaction to complete. Or you could use RippleNet and XRP, and it happens in real time. Everybody wants the same thing right now. They want fast, cheap, and secure. That's how I see Ripple eventually replacing Swift. Swiss bank giant IBIS Management integrates Ripple and Swift on one platform. IBIS goes on to explain that this gives its customers unlimited access to a huge banking network. Ripple and Swift were working side by side ever since back before 2020 even. A lot of places you had the option between Ripple and Swift. Like this article goes back to 2020. That's how long this has been happening in the background. Yet people still don't realize that Ripple and Swift right now are still working with each other. Ripple complements Swift. Until later, Ripple eventually just eliminates the use of Swift. I think Swift is going to make changes over time, though. I don't think they're going to fully disappear. I think what's going to happen is we're going to watch them merge together and become something else. But we're still going to see XRP utilized one way or another. It's a world's bridge asset. It can bridge anything of value. And it's a neutral bridge currency. so any country would be willing to use it. 2 Ripple users, ex-current back in the day, have signed a significant partnership as dLocal integrates RIA services for remittances and money transfers. RIA Money Transfer, with a network of more than 580,000 locations and presence in nearly 200 countries and territories, and dLocal joined forces to expand peer-to-peer cross-border payouts to broaden services across several regions worldwide. More and more rails getting put in place all the time. Finastra powers Bhutan's digital bank, Asia's first full reserve digital bank, leveraged by Finastra's core banking solution. Cloud-based Total Fusion can use XRP at any time. Like I said, you could sit back and stare at the price of XRP all day long and be frustrated on what the price is right now. But what I'm seeing is this: rail after rail put in place all around the world for XRP to run on. It's just a matter of time. And once XRP goes live on all these rails, you're either holding or you're left behind. Following the announcement of their CBDC sandbox, the Bank of Israel has launched its Digital Shekel Challenge, inviting participants from Israel and abroad to develop innovative use cases for the digital currency. Deadline for applications is July 11th. Most likely we'll see Ripple tied in here as well. But you know, CBDCs are coming. It's just a matter of time. And, you know, I think over the course of the next year or so, I think we're going to watch CBDCs go live between 2 countries. As that continues to happen, we will see XRP go live at the same time. So what I'm saying is, I think we are very close. Brad Garlinghouse says crypto regulatory progress more likely to happen after the 2024 elections. He's even saying more likely the first half of next year. And that's what we're waiting on for that flip of the switch moment. Regulations. Big financial institutions keep saying that time and time again. That's what's holding us back right now. Once regulations are put in place, things are going to speed up like we've never seen before. We're going to be getting announcements from some of the biggest players in the financial industry, talking about how they're utilizing RippleNet and working with XRP. That's what's going to come right after the Ripple SEC case finally comes to an end. Exciting times ahead. But you know, until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.